Welcome to the Movement Magazine and BKS1Radio.com. I'm your host, Sharon Sykes, and sitting in with us today, our special guest, Dave Hollister.
What's going on?
What's happening? Welcome to the Movement Magazine.
Thank you for having me.
We wanted to get your story. We had been talking about you a few months back, and we want to talk about the evolution of Dave Hollister.
Wow.
We know that you have a story to tell. You talk about your love for the Lord, and even when you were singing hip hop, you could still hear God in your voice. And so we want to talk about the growth process and what got you here. You know, all of our friends, most of our friends are still in the entertainment industry doing, whatever they do, and the Lord is calling a nation out of a nation.
Definitely.
So talk to us about that evolution for you.
Wow. It started, actually born son of two pastors. So I couldn't really get away from it,
Right.
even when I tried. So I still, it really happened in 2004. I was drunk and high. I was drinking a lot. Started drinking at the age of 11 and started doing cocaine in 1996, I believe. It was right after I left Blackstreet, and was just going through a rocky time in my first marriage. So a lot of times we turn to what's around us. Had been smoking weed for years, but that started becoming like cigarettes. So went to something stronger, which was the cocaine. And 2004, I never shall forget it. I was living in LA at the time, and everything that I did was in the San Fernando Valley, but I also hosted an open mic night in Malibu at this place called the Malibu Inn.
Okay.
Really, really popular. And so I took the Topanga Canyon, and I used to bowl in this bowling league on the same night, but would do that before. So I had taken, it was a league where we drank a lot, but I was going to the bathroom doing my bumps, you know what I'm saying? And I would do an 8-ball of cocaine in a day by myself. So, I had consumed half of the 8-ball, then tried to drive down the canyon, and I knew the canyon like the back of my hand because I took it every day. So the car got away from me this night. I was rushing, car got away from me, the car started spinning, and then it flipped about maybe 3 times if I can remember, and it slammed in the railing on the side of the canyon. And with nothing, if I made the wrong move, I was going over the side of the canyon, but all the time it was spinning and flipping. All I heard was, I am God, I am God, I am God. Even in my drunken high state, I heard him.
You heard God.
And I was allowed to get up out the side of that car, down to the ground on my feet with not a scratch on my body. So that kind of turned my life around. I went home, some more things transpired, but I went home, got up under my mother, and that's where the growth process started. That's where the healing started. That's where the ministry started again, and it's so funny that I went home and got back under my mother where it all began. So from that point on, man, it was still a struggle, but came through. Now I'm here.
So you made the transition. Okay, so that was the beginning of the ending.
Yeah.
Out of that, you know what I'm saying? That first chapter or that first, you know what I'm saying? And then now you're making the transition. Okay. You're at your mom's church, you're finding your way back. So now what's at your mom's house? So now what's happening with this career? Because you're making this transition on the surface, and now some other things are happening as it relates to your gift.
Man. Okay.